Okay, boys and girls, just getting ready for another stream. Come in and say hello. Getting all set up. Get the energy drink ready. I'll get on with some lovely jubbly bots. Okay, need to hit record, boys. Okay, just getting ready, getting set up. Okay. Send a message in good old Discord. Yes. Put out the word. Put out the word. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Gonna do a bit of live streaming. Gonna go over some of the bots. Gonna answer some questions with Browser Automation Studio. I have two questions, and then I'm gonna get on with some stuff in today's stream. I'm gonna, like I said, gonna answer the Browser Automation Studio question. I think there's two actually. I'm going to do a bit of work on the with AutoIt, so that won't be Browser Automation Studio. Going to be working again on the video creator. I'll talk about that when we get to that section. Then I'm going to do some work on the mass contact form submitter that I was working on a previous stream. Then I'm going to do some updates to Page Empire. You can find out all about Page Empire. I'm obviously going to talk about it when we get to that section, but all the links are in the description wherever you're watching this video. Wherever you are, hit subscribe or follow or all that good stuff. Anyone that sends a tip during this stream will get access on the Discord channels to the bot vault, which has all different scripts and stuff that you can download, and all the stuff that you see tonight will be in that vault, and you'll also get access to the supporters channel where I that's the section where I always answer people's questions. So yeah, a little bit of a some perks there if you like it. Alright, with that being said, all the links are in the description as well for anything that you see tonight. Feel free to also join thebotempire.com so you get notified of anything that happens. Join the Discord channel. Like I said, like, subscribe and all that good stuff wherever you're watching this video. Alright then, so Browser Automation Studio had a question asking how you, the question was, the English wasn't too good, but I get the point that you wanted to know how to save cookies so that you save on processing power later on. Well, luckily it's quite easy to save cookies, so I'll just quickly go over that. So let me just timestamp this. How long have we been going? Say 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, so just gonna get rid of all this. Don't need it at all. Just make sure I'm set up properly. Just give me a second, guys. Just gonna check this is shown on YouTube properly. Save cookies, so I'll just. It is indeed great. Okay, so let's get rid of this as well. Let's just go onto a project. This is all being done with Browser Automation Studio. The link's in the description. It's a free framework where you can make any type of bot of your dreams. You can make anything you want and show your girlfriend, your mum, your grandma how great you are at creating bots. So yeah, grab that. It's all for free. There is a paid version as well, but you only need that if you're going to go ahead and sell your bots. So this was from a previous bot. So saving cookies is really simple. So if we go to reddit.com, this could be any site that you want to save the cookies for. So example, let's just say you were logged in. I'm just saving time here. But everything's built in with Browser Automation Studio for what you want to do with saving cookies. You was talking about saving CPU with this. I'm not sure how that relates, but I'll go over how you can do that in a second. So just say that this is where you wanted to save the cookies. Then all you need to go, I believe it's the network tab. Then you can save cookies. Okay, so you could save and then save it to a variable. You can name the variable whatever you want, but save cookies makes sense. So then press OK. And then what you could do, if you had a database, you could save this to a database. Or if you want to save the cookie to a file, then you'd simply use the file functions and then write to file and then put in the path. This could be a resource that you've already made, put in the path, and the data that you want to save is save cookies, but add a new line and append, hit OK. Obviously I haven't put the file path there. You could use a resource to do this. Yeah, so that is how you save the cookies. And to restore cookies, you just simply the same network and then restore cookies, and then the cookie would be the save cookie. Again, you would probably have this as a resource. So if you save this somewhere, and then you can load this as a resource. If you don't understand what resources are and anything that I've talked about in this, you can get the old Browser Automation Studio course for free. If you're in the Discord channel, it is pinned to the bot chat channel. The new course is due like any second. Hopefully we're going to press play on that tonight after the stream. So if you're not already done so, make sure you're on the Discord channel or subbed on the YouTube channel, or you are on the botempire.com mailing list. The link is in the description. All the links are in the description. So yeah, you'll be notified then. So that's how you save and you load cookies. You're talking about CPU usage. What you can do is just say you were here. You can use the network tab again, and you can request mask deny. Okay, and then you can put anything in here. You can use star dot. That means all of that's there. So you could say JPEG. Okay, put that before you load anything, and then you could do request mask deny, and you could put star dot PNG, and you could look at the source code of the page, and you can find anything that you want to not include on the page or not allowed to load. So that could be the adverts. I've selected images for this case, but you could even put in the CSS so that it doesn't even load the CSS. So if we go like this and deny and then load, I don't know, I haven't even checked what the image type is, but it will make sure that they don't load, so you'll save resources. Okay, so that's how you can do that. So I hope that's answered your question. You'll need to know about resources. I think you already do, the person that asked this question, because you're in the Discord group. Okay, but yeah, that's how you do it. If you don't understand, like I said, what resources are, then just check on the free resources on the YouTube channel, or take the free course. Like I said, it's on the Discord channel. Okay then, so we'll get rid of that. Ideal channel. I call you Kamusta Car. You made it then. I'm doing your video after this live stream, so you'll be happy to know that you'll have the video. Okay, so delete this, delete that. Okay, so that's that. In fact, that's the only question I have for Browser Automation Studio today. So, yep, get off of this now. So the next thing that I'm going to get on with is this is not Browser Automation Studio. This is in fact being coded in AutoIt. And what this is, I started work on this on a previous stream, if you've been following along. This piece of software that I'm creating creates videos, mass videos. Okay, there is other items out there, different products that create mass videos, but normally what they do is they take images and they just spin them, and although you can make mass videos that way, they're not really going to sell anything. So what I wanted to do is be able to create videos like this a talking video that's an explainer video, etc., for a product or a service, and then take that video, add to it, like add an image at the end or change certain features, so that I can then export the videos using from a list of keywords and then upload them, so that I'm able to cover more keywords with the same video. I hope that makes some kind of sense. So for example, if I was making a video that was targeting the keyword, let's say, get Facebook likes, I don't know. The chances are, if you use that as the title and the first line of the description, you've probably got a good chance of ranking for that keyword. There's obviously a lot of other factors involved, but you're probably not going to rank for many other keywords just by using that. But if I create another, if I use what I'm doing and create and using the same video, but I'm able to bypass the filters, and then I label this or give it the title, how to get mass Facebook likes. Okay, then I'm going to probably rank for that term on YouTube as well, and possibly on Google, and so on and so forth. So I'm just giving myself more coverage by doing this. So I hope the concept makes kind of sense. So I'm going to be able to use the same video, so create one video, but then upload it many times, and each time that I upload the video, it's going to have a different title and a different description, so that I can rank for lots of keywords. And instead of, there's other software like I said, but normally what you do is you upload a lot of images and kind of it makes a slideshow, and then what all it does is changes the order of what the slides are in, and that's how it makes unique videos. But they're not very good for selling. I want to be able to make a video like this, as I said, explain what the product or service is about, and use that. Okay, so let's get rid of this, plonk this over here. Okay, so I'm using the AutoWhip programming language for this scripting language, which I really like. I have a section on the YouTube channel covering how to use AutoWhip, I should say. I'm using the ISN AutoWhip Studio as the IDE to do this as well. So yeah, as I said, check out the other videos on the YouTube channel of AutoWhip. There's also a course coming as well for AutoWhip. So if you're not already subscribed on the YouTube channel, then make sure you are, so you get updates, or add me on the Discord channel, or also subscribe, I mean add yourself to the list for the Bot Empire. All the links are in the description. Okay, so where we at for time? 13 minutes, I'm gonna say. Just trying to keep an order of what time I start stuff, so for the replay. So 13 minutes. Okay, so it's time to open a Red Bull. I have a Red Bull tonight. That's tonight's energy drink. Open, take a few sips of this. Oh yeah. Okay then. So this is what we've got so far. All this is going to be put into functions. Okay, this is just really bad. Don't create scripts like this. Don't copy me. This is just to get a working prototype. Basically, I've explained to you what it does, what it's going to do. Excuse me. It's going to use a free software called OpenShot to do this. So this is basically going to control OpenShot, and you'll see how far we've got at the moment. So you need to open OpenShot for this to work. And at the moment, how things stand, I also need to let it load first. Okay, so I'm just going to move it here, so it's in the top corner. And basically I've got quite far with the program. how the idea behind this is to load the main video. So say what I'm recording now is the main video, and then to load another image, but each time the image is going to be random. It's going to be in a random position after the main video, and it's going to have a random fade time and all this stuff to make sure that every video that I make's unique. Okay, so I'm just going to get on with this. I'm going to kind of say out loud what I'm doing, but I'm just basically going to work. So if this interests you, then hang around for this section. Okay, so just run this, go over there, and then it's gonna hit the file, it's gonna open the main video. Okay, types it in for us. Okay, so it's open that. So in this demo, that's the main video, or pretend that's the video that I want to promote. Then it's going to go to a second folder that has random images in it. It's going to pick one of them at random. Okay, so it selects the main video. And all it needs to do is add that to the timeline at the bottom. It hasn't actually got to make any changes to that, so it's all good. It just selects it and then clicks OK. Also, this is going to be speeded up a lot. All this wait time, we can lower this to near enough 0. It's just for while I'm debugging the bot. So for this one, it's going to set a random start time for the image. It's going to be obviously after the main video. The image length is going to change, and the fade in time. So it's random each time. It's a random image, random fade time, random start location. So it's going to be different each time. Okay, so then it's going to export the video, and then I've got a list of keywords that are put into an array. So it's going to pick every video that it exports. It's going to obviously be one of the keywords in the list, and then that's as far as it got. As far as I've got to. So it's exporting the video now. Okay, so it's done all that. So let me show you what I've got. Going from Sussex now. So if I come here, have a list of keywords. So you see it filled out where it says best proxies. So what's going to happen now is going to make the bot get rid of that. So then it's going to follow the same process as you just saw, but the next time it's going to be fast proxies. Okay, so it's going to do the whole process again. So I'm going to put all that you just saw in a loop. I'm going to go through the code in a minute. So it's going to make the video, it's going to make it unique. Okay, but this time the title will be fast proxies, and then 100 thread proxies, and then cheap proxies. Okay, so that then when I go to upload these videos, they're all unique in YouTube's eyes, but they're just about the same video apart from a few minor changes. Okay, so I'm just going to put that how it was for now. Now this has been the easy bit, really. What I need to do is, what I really love about AutoIt is that you can detect pixel colors and stuff. So obviously that's going to be really good, and that's what I'm going to use next. Is, you see, when it gets to 100%, then this turns green. This bar turns green. So we can locate that pixel color. So we can basically do a check every few seconds or whatever time that we want. And when we see this color, then we know that this is finished, and then we can press the done button. So in other words, we know the video is done. So if we go to finish videos, that video that we just made was done anyway. So it's good. So just going to come off of that. Delete the video that we just made. So this is going to be the really difficult bit, because I need to remember how to do the pixel search. It's been a while. Okay, that's what documentation is for. So I'm just going to come into here, AutoIt help, and then crack on and just actually, there was a before I get into that, there was something really good on the forum, the auto forum about this. Um, yeah, yeah, there it is. Okay, so we use the pixel search function. Then we have to give it parameters of left, top, right, and bottom, and then the color that we're searching for. Then you're able to say how many shade the variations allowed. So you give it a set color to look for in decimal or in hex, and then you can say, look, it has to be this shade or within this many shades different. Okay, yeah. So we have a few options, but okay, just refreshing myself. Okay, so pixel search left, be top left. Okay, right, bottom. I think that's how it is. If I remember correctly, it's top left corner. Left, top, right, bottom. Okay. Let me think. So if we just get the tool, the awesome auto it tool. No, 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 no. I don't want to open this studio twice. Oh dear, that's what I wanted. While that's doing that, I can just come over here. Oops, sorry, sorry. Okay, I don't need you open again. Yes, thank you. Okay. So let's try and do it properly this time. Okay. Get that color going. Summary. Color. That's the. Just wanna check something actually. Make sure that's right. Nice. Love it. Right, okay. So now, okay, let's try and get a bit organized now. So we've got that color. Let me just leave that up there actually. No, 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 no. Put that in the notes. Oh, I need to get organised here. Come on, Dean. Come on. Right. Let's put that over there. Right. And also, just so you guys can see, leave it up there as well. Righty ho. Then what I want to do. Okay. Okay. So give me an example. Give me an example, guys. Function. Okay, right. Yep, yep. Find pure red pixel in the local. Yep, 0, 0. Yeah. Right. So. so you can see what a mess this is at the moment. Obviously, this will all go into functions once we get to that stage. Okay, so pixel search, and then okay, so let's just get rid of this. Let's just get a bit more organized. Okay, and then so I'm going to say here, and then okay, 280. Let's get this down. So on the other screen, I'm just putting down where I think it should be. So left and then top. Really? Ah, that's better. That's why. Fall. Okay. So let's start again. Let's try and get the hang of it this time. 592, and then let's go again. So 634, and then left top, right bottom, wasn't it? Oh, I'm getting old, guys. My memory is starting to go all over the shot. Okay, so left top, right. Nice, nice. Okay. Doesn't really matter. It's a big area, so we'll say 700. And then, yeah, what's bottom? 623, I'll do. 623, and then the colour we've got here. Okay, so let's crack this open. Let's okay. I just thought of something actually. 700, and then 623, and then the colour. Crack it on. Okay. Yep. Okay. It shows you the colour on here. Awesome. And I think that's all we need. I think the rest of the stuff was optional. Oh, how many shade variation allowed? A number between 0 to number of shades. I mean, we can give it a little bit of room for error. I mean, I think it's always going to be the same color, but okay. So see how that works. Success. Okay. Search. Oh, okay, then we're just going to run a if statement. That's fine. Yep. So if, and then we're going to say, yeah, if, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. If not, error, error. So then all we need to do, to be honest, which is a bit crazy, is just let's just get rid of this. Is just hit the is hit the enter key. Yeah, because we just want it to. Then we can move on to the next next video. That's it. So what I'm gonna do, this is just for debugging, is just do the pixel search. I mean, save, and then save, enter, and then it's gonna start making the video there. So just to be overkill, I'm gonna put sleep, and then 70,000, just over a minute. I think it was faster than that to do it. Then do the pixel search. We can do like else. We do a message bot. Have we got the message bot 0? Then we can say title. Not, oops, come on. Not found. And then we could say. Yeah, then okay, then we could say video is not finished. Wrap this up properly. All good. So let's just check over that. So we're going to sleep once it's starting to make the video, and then do the pixel search, and then if there's not an error, okay, let's see how that pans out. Okay, I'm going to leave that up. Okay, let's get rid of anything that's been done here. Check. Did I get rid of the video? Okay, all done. Okay. So let's test. Here we go. Error. Okay. What have I done? Okay. Look through the code. Let's have a look at the error. File not found video. legal text at the end of the statement. I know one thing. And that's it. Make you small. Hit F5. What is wrong? Box, flag, 0. Title, yo. Text. No green man. Okay. Timeout is optional. So there you go. Lovely. Worked to that time. Let's do its thing. Time to drink some Red Bull. Okay, lovely. So it picks the main video. It's going to add it to the timeline. Just like we wanted. Just like we wanted. Okay, click on the random image selected from a folder. Random lengths. Make it nice and random. Okay, again, this is going to be a lot faster with the, the real thing. It's just I'm just making it slow so it debugs. So now it should. Yep. So it's going to delete the Untitled project, and it's going to put in our keyword, best proxies. It's going to put in the correct folder to save this in. It's going to hit export video. Now, in 70 seconds, it's going to check if I've got the pixel search in the right place. I'm not sure if I've got it correct. And now I'm not sure if 70 seconds was enough. Okay. Time will tell. Well, it certainly got done within 70 seconds there. But what I'm going to have it done, this is just for debugging so I can check that I've got the search pixel correct, is that I'm going to have it check like every 5 seconds to see if that green 100% complete is done. And then when it is, then hit the done button. Okay, so nothing happened at all there. But we didn't get a message box either. Very strange, very strange. That's interesting. No message box, I don't think. Hit done myself. Let's get rid of all this. Let's have a look. If not, error. Send enter. Ah. This works. There's no else. So that's better. That's better. Okay. Unfortunately, it's time to go again. Videos, finish videos. Oh well, at least it's creating the videos. Delete. Okay. Let's get rid of this. And let's get this up. Nope, don't need you right now. Come here. Give you some room. Let's crack on. Yeah, so we want our message box. We want to hit the flag 0 and then test. Right now it doesn't really matter. No green. Okay. What am I doing wrong? I'll try something out. If error, then 0 test. No green. Uh, okay, so hopefully, he says, hopefully. Oh yeah, I need to put in there. I'm trying to spend about an hour on each project that I want to work on, so I need to crack on. What am I doing? Not sure if it's going to like that either. Yep, fine. Here we go again. That's to put our main video in. That will never change for each project. Vein not found. Oh no. Oh no. We haven't got that. We haven't got that file in there anymore. Stop. 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 Okay. It's only one of the files. Let's just have to change that later. Come over here. Do. Some of that Red Bull on the go. Add the old image. Great, got it that time. Okay, it's gonna do some. Add that to the timeline. Then for the image, it's going to add to timeline, and this one is going to make random start time and fade and the image length. So we keep things random. So it picks a random image from the folder, and then it sets these random times as well, and random placement as well, like so. That's all good. And then it's going to select the keyword from the list in order as well. That's all good. And then puts it in the correct folder, the finished video. This is where we've got to. So we're exporting the video. And then at the moment we've got it to do a check after just over a minute. Obviously the idea will be just to check this every like 5 seconds or so, and then when we see that green color, then we'll know to press the done button. Okay, so the green is there now. See what happens. Come on, mate. Come on. Nothing's happening, mate. Nothing. Don't think it's been 70 seconds yet. No green. There you go. So this is what I've concluded from this is wrong. The pixel search is like wrong. I think I'm putting in the wrong positions. No green. So what it's basically done, it says no green. So if I show you the code, basically what's happening is we got to that save video part. It waits for 70 seconds and then it's searching at these coordinates for this color, and then if there's an error, so in other words, if it can't find this color, then it's going to give us a message box that says no green, which that's what happens. Else, if not an error, so if there's not an error, then it would have just pressed enter, which is what we want it to do, which means a video is being done. So that means to me that this is wrong. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. It's been a while since I've used pixel search. When I say it's been a while, anything anything after half an hour and I need a refresh. Getting old, guys. I'm getting old. So what I'm going to do, just so I can finish off, because I only want to spend an hour per project, is that I'm going to get rid of this. And I know it only takes a lot less than this, as we just saw. So I'm just going to say like 60 just for this, and then sleep 60 seconds, and then simply hit enter. Okay, so that would be the finished part where our video is done and it's saved. Then I want to be able to press new and then start all over again. So basically, once I get to that stage, I need to put this all in functions because it's ridiculous. But I can at least put this in a while loop, and then uh, I can say while there's keywords in that list of our keywords to continue running through this. Okay, so just continue and make these videos while there's some keywords left in that list. So I'm just going to check this out to make sure it works. Obviously, we need to do that check, that color check, but I just need to refresh on how the coordinates work for the, I think it's rectangle, and it's definitely, it says in the documentation, left, top, bottom, right, but I'm doing something wrong, so I don't want to be going through all the documentation on the feed because I've got some other projects I want to work on. So anyway, enough with the lame excuses. Okay, so let's hit done. Open our folder. The Lena, thanks for the message. The cloud version of the bot is going to be released ever so shortly. It's just being tested now. It's all done. I did say that there's not going to be a desktop version, but we found a way to do it where the accounts work really well, even with Browser Automation Studio with Node.js. So there will be a desktop version as well, but there's not a date for that yet. Okay. So main videos. What am I doing? What am I doing? Finish videos. Let's get rid of that. So it doesn't say we've already got one made. Okay. That there. Let's get rid of these. Okay. I like it. I like it. Yeah, 5. Let's do this thing. Okay. Seen this before, guys. I know. This is the the bad bit about testing. It can be repetitive, but this will be great. Get this working, and it'll be a great little product. Okay. Again, we can speed this up a ton. I'm just leaving so much sleep time between actions because of the fact that we're debugging. Debugging. Okay, so this one, again, it's a random image from the folder, and now it's going to put in a random start time to be on the timeline, and then the image length is going to be random, and then the fade is going to be random as well. Good to go. Make that video, boy. Okay, so that part's done, and then it's going to put in the file name, and the file name is going to be the keyword from the list I showed you. At the moment, we're not getting rid of it, so it's going to be best proxies, and it puts it in the path where to save, and then it's going to make the video. And once I refresh myself on the particulars for the pixel search, it's going to check that green color here when I've got the location right every 5 seconds or whatever the case. So then it will know to press done when. But for now, so I can just continue and finish up, it's just after 60 seconds, it's just going to hit enter, which should equal done. But let's see. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, hopefully it will. Enter key would be the done. Let's see. Bit of Red Bull. There you go. It done it. Great. So then once we got here, I'm just gonna. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna put the? No. Let's put no. add check to add check if video is complete. Okay, just remind my future self. Lovely. Okay, so done that. So then the video would have been made. It's going to be random each time. The title's going to be different. It's going to be keyword related. So these videos, each video is going to be unique. So once we've got here, what I want to do is kind of repeat some old code, meaning I actually want to where do I want to come in from? Where does he want to come in from? What is all this? What does this all mean? Yeah. Methinksies, that's it, sees. Okay, so then let's just sleep again, a long sleep. Just so we're debugging, and then let's hit the. So we're sending these keys, which is the left Alt and F key, which brings up the menu. And then we want to do central and N, but we can just do, as we're debugging and we're being a bit lazy, we should be able to put down one, send down, and then sleep again, doing a lot of sleeping, and then press enter. Okay. See how lazy I'm being, copy and pasting. Okay, so then let's just do it ourselves. If we go up here and put new project, then it's gonna hit that. So do you want to save? So if we do a capital N, then it should hit no. Or we could do a side arrow and just press enter. Doesn't really matter, like. Okay. I'm just gonna put and then more sleeping. We do love a bit of sleep. Okay. Then we should have a fresh slate, and then we obviously I want to put this into functions because it's a mess. But then we can put this whole thing into a loop, so it's just making video after video, which are all unique, all targeting a new keyword, but we are using the same video, really. So just, but good content. That's the difference. This is going to be good content that's, not spammy. It's going to be something that people want to watch. It's going to be related to the keywords that we are targeting. I'm going to hit save. Come over here, get OpenShot ready. Actually, we need to delete the video that we just made, otherwise it's going to say, hey, you've already got a video of that name. Excuse me. Finish videos, get rid of this. Okay, nice one. Okay, up, get rid of this, start fresh. Okay, let's see if this is any good. Like it. Okay, just want to get past this bit and then that'll be it. Hopefully it'll get where we want to. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is our main video. We don't need to do anything with that. Just add it to the timeline. Good stuff, good stuff. Nice, nice and random. Okay, create the video, please. So again, it's going to use the same keyword because we haven't done anything to delete that particular one, but you get the idea. If we did the next video, it would have a different keyword. Start making that video. Let's go, boy. Okay, so it's going to do a check. It's not going to do a check, sorry, at all. It's just going to wait. It's going to wait 60 seconds and hit done, regardless. Excuse me. Then hopefully it's going to open the menu back up. And then start a new project. And then we're in a good position. Okay. Open, nice. Oh no, it hit open new project. Right, I don't need to even press. Okay, that's my fault. I put use the down. I don't need that at all. The first one's already there, so that would be that. Okay, that's fine for now. All good in the hood. I will leave this project there. We got a little bit done, not much at all really, but that's an hour's worth nearly, so all good. Let's make sure that's saved. Exit out of here. Yeah, okay, exit. Definitely don't want to save that. Bit of progress made. I like it, I like it. So let's have a look at the schedule. Okay, just have a little sip of the old Red Bull. Just checking that everything is working on YouTube as well. Hopefully. Nice. Okay, all is working. Let's open up Browser Automation Studio. So I'm just going to timestamp this bad boy as well. Is 10004. Okay, so in this section, what I'm going to do is carry on with a bot that we previously were working on, which is done through Browser Automation Studio. It's a mass form filler. So we are going to have a scraper that scrapes URLs, and then you're able to go to them and then fill out the contact form, and it'll be able to be reCAPTCHA, and we're going to be able to scrape social media details from the page or emails if it's on the page. Just a reminder, this project is to only fill out forms where you own the site or you have permission to contact the owner. Like if you have an email list and you're not able to contact them with email and you want to contact them via their contact form. This is, I'm not condoning any kind of using this for any purposes other than that. Okay? So, where is the damn bot? That is a really good question. Where did I put it, eh? Where did we start working on this bad boy? I think we might have put it under the bot empire stuff, which would make sense. So look, form empire, that sounds about right. Okay, it's coming here. Start. Where did we get to with this, huh? Let's have a look. We made a database, I'm sure. Okay, so we have scraped URLs. Great. Right, okay. Has capture. Data, none. Okay. Okay. I see where we got to. Let me just check that I've got that right though. Let's have a look at the actual bot. Record. Guys, if you just joined, then make sure that you like, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff. Yeah, and all the links are in the description for anything you need to know. Make sure you join us on Discord for sure. For sure. We have a good little channels on there. You can come and dance, have a beer, all that good stuff. Yeah, the links are in the description for that. Hey, what's going down? What's happening? Why are we not loading? That's better. That's what we wanted. Okay. So we have page checker. Just trying to refresh myself. We built a function to yeah. Okay, start Google, list of keywords, return. Right, okay, memory refreshed. So basically we have a bot that if we go to, yeah, that's it, yeah, grab URLs. So this part, you put in a list of keywords and then it grabs all the URLs as long as the URL has the word contact in, so that we know that we're grabbing a page that has a contact form, because we are using Google Docs to find these pages. So I'm going to show you an example. Think, yeah. So if we put this into Google, plumbers in London, in URL contact, and then name and email, then it's going to bring back mostly URLs that have a contact in them. So it's going to be a contact page. Okay, like so. Let's go to this one. And then by using the name in the form as well, we know that 90% of the time it's going to have a form in. Like so. This one had a form in. Okay. So we also we put this in, we haven't made this work yet, but also going to use proxies, because as we're scraping from Google, you have to be very careful how many requests you make. And also you might want to use the scraper on mass with a lot of threads. So there's that. And plus they're even more keen to block you when you're using Google Google Docs, or Google Google footprints, like the one that I just showed you. So you have to be careful of how many requests you make. This is just the form data. So once we find a form, this is what we want to send. We can use spun text for these as well. So if you want to catch up with this, if you look at the last live video that I did, I was building this out. So you can play catch up. Okay, so let's actually get rid of what we've got in the database so we can. Okay, so we already checked this. So the second part of the bot, what it does, it goes to each one of the URLs that we find, and then it checks if it has a form by looking for, at the moment it looks for the a name field, and then if it has, it puts yes in the database, and then it also checks to see if there's a reCAPTCHA, and if so, if there is, then it puts yes. So for instance, hopefully if we check this one, it should have a form and it should have a reCAPTCHA, We did check in the last video actually. Right, if we check this. There we go. I don't see a recapture though. Ah, it's because it has got a capture, but it's just the recapture 3.0. So that's all good. It does have a capture. Cool. So let's just check another one just to make sure. So it's saying that this one has a form. Let's check. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, copy. Excuse me. Let's go and check. So this should have a form but no recapture. Well, there's the form and no recapture. So it's working really well. So that's absolutely awesome. So what I wanted to do is just make sure that's the case. So I can do refresh as well. Is I'm going to come here. I'm going to select all. Delete selected. Nice. So it's record. Grab URLs is what I want. What I really want. Okay, so let's come here. Projects, the bot empire, form empire, keywords. We already had a list. So plumber in London in URL contact, locksmith London in URL contact. So by putting back listings that have a contact form in. So let's run the first part of the bot so you can see what the hell that actually means. So we've got to show the bot where the keyword list is. That's done. With proxies, we haven't implemented that yet. Not doing any of that. Form data, check pages, that's after. So let's first of all grab the pages. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a sore throat. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to run it properly. So run. Not record. Have we still got the data? Yep, okay. So let's come here. Let's watch the action unfold. Come on, Google. Okay, so it comes over here. We're going to make it so it types this in at a random speed as well, just to make sure that we look more human. But for now, we're just trying to get the bot done. There you go. See, it's scraping all the URLs. Lovely. Put them in the database. Okay, so we only are. Okay, so I think let's just check that it's not an error. We have it just to run through once with no threads. I mean, so just do the first keyword. Is that right? Yeah, okay, that's why it's only doing the first keyword. That's fine. So let's check the database. There we go. We've got all our URLs that it's scraped. What it does, if you remember what we made the bot do, is it scrapes all the URLs, then checks to see if it has the word contact in the URL. If it does, it puts it into the database. If it doesn't, then bye bye, buddy. It gets rid of it and won't add it to the database. Okay, that's why it's only got this number of URLs in the database. And you'll see too, this is the keyword that it typed in to get that. Okay, so now we have our URLs. Now we can use the second part of the bot that we made. We can go run. And then this time we can check pages. Yes, database to use. It's the only one that we have. How many page checker threads? Just use one thread. How many pages to check? Well, let's just put 20. There was less than 20 in the database. Oh no. How many fails are allowed? Okay, 20. That's fine as well. How many pages to check? 20. Okay, so let's hit OK. Let's get down to business. So it's going to go to each one of the sites. Okay. Like in the finished product, we're not going to have it load any of this at all. Any images, any CSS. See, there it goes. It's telling us it has a form. Great. So it's going to move on to the next. Obviously, this is just running. They go straight away as a form. Okay. So basically, it's going to each site, checking if it has a form and if it has a reCAPTCHA as planned. Okay, so I'm just going to let this run through. Gives me a chance to have a little bit of energy drink. Sneaky little swig of the energy drink. There you go. Look at this one. Has contact page and has a captcha. That was the one that has a reCAPTCHA. So just let this finish. Check the database. Make sure that it's all going in there. Then we can move on. Looking good. Bit slow, of course. Only one thread we're running. A few of them have a captcha. So then obviously we can integrate this with a third-party service so that we don't obviously have to fill out the reCAPTCHAs, because that would be a pain. Come on, mate, hurry up. Okay. Can't be too many more to do. So as I said, once this is finished, we will check to make sure it went into the database. Then we can move on to the next stage, which will be basically filling out the forms. But then it's not going to be as straightforward as that, because not all forms on each website are the same. We found in the last video, we found like 2 that are common, and obviously by using a match and then using name and then email and message, it's going to be, should work most of the time. But there is going to be a lot of finding the different IDs. Okay, it run through the second part, the non-function as well, because we didn't make it exit. But if we come here, it's put them back in the database twice. What it did, it ran through the function after it finished, because I haven't put the part that checks the pages into a function. I'll show you what I mean in a second. But that's fine. Anyway, up to here where it should have finished, it's found if it has a form and a captcha. Now what I want to do is find one of these pages that has a form and a captcha, but not a reCAPTCHA free. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, let's look at the URLs. So let's look at this one. Okay, what we can do actually as well is add filter. No. Oh no, why did I do? Oh. It's going to be one of them days. It's going to be one of them days. Just got rid of all the data. Ah, lovely. Damn it, why did I do that? Okay, no big deal. In fact, that gives me time to put the... Always look on the bright side. Always look on the bright side. Okay, so let's come in here. This is why it put the stuff in the database twice. It did the page check and then it come out of the function. And it done all this again. Because this should be in a function, which we can do now. This is yeah. URLs, save changes, bada boo, bada bing, main, and all you guys, all you lot, okay, if you'd like to follow me, cut, and then if we put this and we go to scrape URLs and then we paste that in there, so then we've got our function, and then what we can do is, with a little bit of luck, come out here, let's stop, let's save, and then use URL scraper, select box, and then this is going to be yes, and then it's going to be a check, and next, and then we're going to put that into its own tab. URL scraper makes sense to me. Okay, use URL scraper. Then can I ship these into there? Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh well, because I already had a tab, but anyway. It's no bother. Okay, URL scraper, page checker. Okay. So then, what we can do is pretty quick to make the function, as you'll see. Okay, what there? Page checker. We can do this as well. We can also. Should we add the thread in now? Just have it, keep it on one thread for now. Let's just keep it on one thread for now. We can add to it. Let's just get this fully running and then we can start worrying about multi-thread for this. It's already multi-threaded for the page checker, but for this, let's just make it single thread for now for the URL scraper. So then we can say if use URL scraper equals yes. So in other words, if that checkbox is checked, then we can call a function, select the function, scrape URLs, boom, done. Okay, and that's all there is to it. So now, let's try and do it properly. Save, let's run. URL scraper, yes please. Don't need the page checker. Actually, let's just make sure I've emptied the database. Let's try and get it right this time. Oh, they're all back now. I don't need to rerun it. Okay. Nice. So then, now I can check the URLs. I don't have to re-scrape them all. Yay! Okay, so I want to check the ones that I'm trying to look for one that has a reCAPTCHA v2, a normal reCAPTCHA, not a v3, so that we can do the next section. What have you got, mate? Let's have a look. Okay. That has the v3. I think. Said it has a CAPTCHA, but I can't find a CAPTCHA. What is going on with our trusty bot? View page source. Tag manager. Analytics. Here we go. Recapture. It's got the hidden recapture. Okay, that's okay then. It wasn't our trusty bot making a mistake. It wouldn't dare. Okay. So that's a no-go. Let's try this one. Okay. Yes, this is perfect. So it's got the form and it's got the recapture. So let's come up here. Dow, da, da, dow, 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 dow. Hit record. Get some energy drink. So here, this spun text. My email. I'm going to spin this just for test. Website address. Oh, 09. Okay. Capture. All good. Just trying to find my capture key. Viewers, feel free to copy it because I'm going to change it straight after the stream. Don't get any ideas, suckers. Copy. Okay, so that would be the data we'd use to fill out the form. We can use spun text. We already set all that up because we're so cool. We're too cool for school. Okay, so that's the site. So we need to make another function. We love the functions. Okay. Form filler. Yay. Save changes. So what we want to do don't have to do it this way. It's just good while I'm demonstrating the database. Okay. Show more. Scraped URLs, perfect. I think. Okay. How's our database sitting? Oh yeah, it doesn't actually get rid of them. I remember how this works now. Okay, now select all, delete. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Stop. Save and then show database. That's the one. Got it right at last. Right. And then record. Then actually we want to do that test site, so let's bring up our new function just for testing purposes. We're going to put in the site that we know has a captcha and we know has a form. Okay. So here's where we can start looking at the details. Type text. So it's going to be a match. Let's see if we can name. So there's 5 because it's 28 with name. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this with the normal Google. Inspect. Class name, text. So this has just got an ID number. Value, name. I wonder if we can just use that as a match. Oops. Match. Yeah, so value, name, that's gonna come up a lot. What I need to do is start putting these matches, because when we come to some forms, they're not always going to have, this is not always going to be like this, value equals name, although it'll be quite common. But if we can get a list of 3 or 4 or as many as possible, then we can check to see if it's this one, and then check to see if it's the second version, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, so if we get the more variations we get, obviously the more forms we're going to be able to fill out. So I'm just making a note of these. So as I go on, you know, I'd need, the best thing to do is find like 10, 12, 20 forms, and then check the source code like I just did for this one, and see how that works out. So for this, I'd want to type a value, and the value would be name. Just going to put 5, fail, no. Default's fine, just for this test. Not liking that. Not liking that. It wants me to move into the box to be able to do that. Little bitch. Okay. Ah, okay, I see. It's not gonna let me do it like that either. Just a little test. No chance. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I can look that up myself. I don't really need that. Value name. Okay, so let's have a look through this. Value name. Let's compare that to actually do it now instead of although this one doesn't have a recapture, that's fine for what we're doing. Give me the form. It hasn't really got a form in, it's just it hasn't loaded. Technically it has got a form because of this, but it's not what we're looking for. Naughty, well, technically it's correct. It has got a form, but not the type that we want to fill out. Okay, so for example, yeah, so most have this. This is what I've been seeing. So let me just take this as the example just to get some feedback on this. Experimentation. Okay, move. Let's go. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Make this bigger so we can see. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, thanks. So text type. It's actually put it in most of it for us, but if I put that, it should say 1. Yeah, okay. And then what to type, name. Make this really quick. 2. See what I'm doing. Okay. Nice. Kyle. So I've seen that a lot of times. That's quite standard. So maybe that first one was just a bit unlucky. Have to go through like 20 different forms to get the different variations, like I said before. So again, if I come here and then I inspect this, then yeah, your email, that's quite standard as well. I was having trouble with copying that over. Okay. So then if we were to go that and then the same. Don't think we really need the mouse movement. We want to uncheck these because there's going to be some variations that we're going to add. What do we want to type? My email. Boom, there you go. Phone number, same thing. I think if we just go that and put yeah, I thought so. And then uncheck and then put 2 and disable this and then phone number. Okay, done. Website. This one has an actual website. You don't have to put it in. I'm just not going to just for... Now this is the one that's going to give us trouble because I know that this is different a lot on websites. But with that being said, see what this one says. Oh, I mean... quite straightforward for this one by the looks. I think that's going to be quite common as well. I think this is going to be like the standard template for a form, and then there'll be other different types as well. And then what do we want to put in here? Again, uncheck, and then put this really fast. Could just make it copy and paste, I guess, but anyway, message to send. Or what did I call the variable? What did we call it? Message to send. That makes sense. Disable mouse. See if we can get away with that. Ah, what am I doing? Come on now. 2. Message to send. Done. Now, most sites you can just press enter to submit. So let's see if we can do it with this. Again, this is going to take a lot of different variables for different forms. But there, type, and then hit enter. Let's see what happens. Not a lot. Okay. Oh no, it did. There was an error. Please try again. I think it's because I didn't use a mouse emulation for this. That's probably why. Let's see if that's the case. We can easily test that. Okay. Also that. And then see. Just for now. Okay. Scroll down. Type that real quick. Email. Bang that in. The old phone number. Then the message I needed to do the same. I didn't uncheck the... Okay, let's go again. Okay, type the message. Nice and... Okay, submit. Or press enter. Do anything? Ah, it does have reCAPTCHA on this page. It seems the site has reCAPTCHA. Ah, it does. There's the logo as well. Wow. We're going to need to use the V capture on this, but this is giving this the template anyway to test it against other sites. That's fine. There's a V capture thing that we can use here, cat service, so that's not going to be a problem. But that's not the aim of what we're trying to get to at the moment. We just save all this. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's clear everything out. We start over. Gonna hit save. Excuse me. Let's have some of this energy drink. Oh yeah. Okay, save. So let's test another site. Here's going to be the thing now. It's all going to be about testing to see the different variations, because them variations we've got will work with a lot of forms, but there'll be some that we can't work with. Let's have a look at this. There'll be ones that simply won't work because there's more fields than what we have. I think I've checked this one before, and this is a good example. Yeah, see how many fields there are, like location and all that stuff that we simply don't have. I would like to see See, it won't fill out this one properly with the settings that we've got. So there's going to be a lot of testing and a lot of different forms to check against until you're never going to get them all, but it'd be good to be able to fill out a large percentage of them. So we'll look at this form quickly. Okay, so let's see how we get on with this one. We would just use the exact same settings because this is the one. Okay. Let's just see what happens. What the difference is between the last form that we filled out is and this one. Do you see what I mean now, guys? Like, we need to see all the different variations that there are with different forms. Hopefully there's not millions. Form filler, and then let's just change the URL of the site. Okay, so what would happen if we use the same details? Is it going to find anything? We can just check by pressing that. Nope, it wouldn't find it. Because as we know, this is different. We just do an inspect here. It's got your name. It should be the same. What's different? Not going to find it. Let's have a look. What does it find? Even click, or let's have a look. Do you see? The only difference is, this one has underscore your name, and this one is your name, just a line, a normal line. Oof. So the kind of what you could do is you could just have these set to not fail. Just literally wait 10 seconds. The only problem with doing it this way is if you have a lot of types, like it's going to take a long time to go through them. So you can make it so just to skip to the next one instead, but I'm just doing testing. Let's cut this down to 5. So you'd ideally want it to go check for this version of name. If it doesn't work straight away, so what we'd do for that is uncheck wait for element and then move on to the next one. So we're just going to be checking in other words, does this exist? No. Okay, try this variation. Oh, that exists. Okay, I'll fill out the form with the name. That makes sense. So we can see that in action. So, oh, is it that? Oh no, we didn't put type text. Wait there, I can just. We don't need to. Do this instead. Type text in there, yes. And name. Name, thank you. And then we need to definitely uncheck that, and then 5 seconds is enough because this is going to be set to 1. Okay, so let's delete this. So basically it's going to check for this variation of the field, and then if it can't find that, then it's going to try this one. Okay, and then I'm sure we're going to come across another variation. you know, and then we want to get as many as possible. So that means we'll be able to fill out as many forms as we can. So then let's check to see if this exists, this version. Yes, it does. So this, your with line email is there. So we could just press it and it would be the same as, well, this one, we have to wait for this because it's not there. Then that should work like it did with the first form because it's the same. Obviously need stuff to be a lot better for speed later on. And then, so is this the same? It won't be, I don't think. Oops. Nope. What is it? What is the variation for this? Let's check. Okay, so it is. It's the same, but with the line again. So it's just a slight variation. Oh no, it's quite a bit different actually. So then, type text. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Type the phone number. Lovely. But also we want to give that only 5 seconds in case we find out of okay. And then this one's got a subject which we hadn't encountered before, which is going to be really common as well. So I should have included that in the form, which I don't think I even done in our form here. Email. We need definitely to have a subject. That's quite common in the forms. So that's something to do, to add. So I really want to place that after name, email, really, yep. Okay, so this will be our first encounter with this. So I haven't got it in the field, so what I'm going to do is just get rid of this, excuse me, and then text, just put, how are you? Obviously we're going to put this into the form so we can have this as a resource. One, then we're going to get rid of that, and then we're going to give you 6 seconds because I'm feeling generous. Okay. And then for this, which would be the message, let's see if that one's the same. No, not like this. So let's see what it actually is for this one. Your message, okay, that's going to be quite a regular occurrence, I'm sure. In case we can't grab it, type text. Oh, wait there. Okay, phone number, message. So try that version. If not, your message. Great. Message to send. 1. And checked. 10 seconds. We need that to just copy and paste straight over because that's going to be slow if it's a big message. And then hit return. Boom. See, with some sites, pressing enter, it isn't going to send the message. So we're going to have to click the button. Like, for example, I think this is going to be a good example. So before we try and hit the return, always try and move and click on the submit. Submit is going to be very common. It's going to be just about most of the buttons. Okay. And just to make sure, I'm going to have the return afterwards as well. So it should cover just about most sites as well. There you go. Thank you. The message has been sent. Okay. Do you see what we're doing here? We're building up different variations of what these fields could be. So in the end, we have a lot. Now I know that for each one, it's giving it 5 or so seconds. So it will take a long time if we had lots of variations. But after we finish testing, we can change it so it skips over it straight away. So that it'll take no time to go through a list of variations. And by doing this, we're increasing how many forms we can fill out. Okay, well, 4 minutes. Goodness, that hour's gone really quick. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now, for this. Okay. Excuse me. So let's just check in on this. Okay, so done that, done that. Just going to take some energy drinking. Loving that. So I'm going to say at checking this, sorry. At what are we at? 1.58 for time. Okay guys, so I'm going to finish off with that project there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just do a little check with the Page Empire software. If you don't know what that is, then check the link in the description. With Page Empire, you're able to make mass pages to rank for thousands of keywords on Google sites. If you have a WordPress based site, or make HTML based pages on mass. Also, it includes loads of keyword tools. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. So check out the link in the description. It's already for sale. What happened is that with the product's made with Node.js and Browser Automation Studio. There was an error with Browser Automation Studio that when you dragged and dropped, it wouldn't work properly. They've fixed it now, but I made my own replacement by using Touch to be able to drag and drop when making Google sites. So just want to check that that's still working, and I am going to check the content scraper to make sure that that's still working. Because with Page Empire, you can scrape any content that you want from any website within a certain parameter. Like you can say each paragraph has to be a certain size. You can have a black list so that it won't scrape paragraphs if it has a certain word in. So that makes sure you can get rid of company names or URLs or paragraphs that have Twitter IDs in, etc. So I'm just gonna get ready for that now. Let's get that open. Yeah, so we've got it on. uh, just having a bit of the energy drink. Okay. Oh, software for sale. We are at the Page Empire. Okay. We start the database because it's a change of product. So I'm just going to go through this, guy. So actually, I'm going to check the content scraper, like I said, before I get into the Google Sites stuff. Content grabber. List of URLs to scrape. Have already got a test. Check the database first. Let's get off of this. Show database. Content. Empty. Lovely. Okay. Software for sale again. Page Empire. Did I have? Of course I have. Test content. Do I have a... Keywords, Google Scraper Test. There you go. Keywords. Best car. Okay, yep. Blacklist. Yep. Okay then. So let me just make sure that the content scraper is working and up to date. Yep. Yep. List of URLs to scrape. Right, that's what I needed to check. Nope. Why am I pressing that? Open file. Test content to scrape. There you go. That's what I'm after. One thread, that's fine. Blacklist. So you can use a blacklist. So if you had said, say, youtube.com in the blacklist, that means that if it finds a URL with that in, then it's not gonna grab it. And for the content scraper, if it finds a paragraph with youtube.com in, it won't scrape that paragraph. Add the symbols, yes please. Okay, just checking that unchecked. Okay. So I don't need you to run in. I just want to make sure you're working. So, okay, run. This software is really good, if I do say so myself. Check out the link in the description. All the things that it can do and all the stuff that it comes with. It's a really good way to rank for hundreds, if not thousands, of keywords at a time in just about any niche. So yeah. So content grabber, I forgot to fill this out. So the minimum length per paragraph, say 150 characters. So it's not going to scrape any paragraphs that have any words in from my blacklist, and each paragraph that's going to put into the content database needs to be at least 150 characters. Okay? Run that. Okay. There we go. Content's too short, saving that bit of content. Ooh, grabbing that content. So you can give it a list of URLs and it's going to go to them pages and then it's going to grab the content. The reason why we included this is we did some really, really deep testing. And by using the content that's already on the front page of Google for keywords, then it's kind of, you already know what Google wants to see. So it's kind of like hijacking authority, on page authority. So yeah, getting lots of good content to match certain keywords, and then we can put this in our content for our page builder. Lovely content. Done. Love it. Let's go and check. There we go. All these paragraphs of content. Lovely. Perfecto, so that works. The other thing I quickly wanted to check was the Google Sites thing. Now this is going to take a little bit of setting up, so you're able to make as many pages and as many Google Sites as you want, targeting the keywords. Get lots of front page rankings. Site to target. Right. Let's find our test stuff. Okay. Why you do that? What's the test site called that we're making? Playtime blog, that was it. The Playtime blog. Okay. So we put in play time log. We can put anything because I know we're not going to need that. Google page to create per site. We're just testing, so it doesn't matter. We're going to be using the record. Google Sites content location. We have a demo stuff for that. Okay, test content. Copy. Boom. My content. Hold on a minute. What has happened to my keyboard? This happened to me the other day as well. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. Oh my goodness. Okay. My content. Text. Okay. Google template files. Why did I just do that? Okay, so templates. Thank you. Placeholder 1. Doesn't matter. Okay. Keywords. Lovely keywords. Got to make sure that there's something in these. Just in time, there's one in each one. Okay. Just to make sure. Open. Keyword. Just in case we need to test more than once. Silly. Open. Add that keyword in. Open that. Lovely. Whew. Now we can add that. And we're ready to go. Just wanted to check that. Yeah, my content. That's, love it. Love it. Okay, let's go. So just need to check that the embed section works. Like I said, there was an issue with BAS and using drag and drop, so I changed it over to touchscreen mode when we get there. So I just want to make sure now that the drag and drop works, that the touchscreen still does what it needs to. Look how many code blocks there are. Okay, sleep. Do. Need to go through all these steps because I have it on. Let that run. Oh, I didn't have a cookie saved for this. That's strange. I thought I did for this account. That's why it's running through all this. Deary me. Ah. something wrong with my internet connection? Hope not. Gonna stop you there. Oh, it's already carried on. Okay. Found the site. It's not going to be able to find the thing with that there, is it? That's interesting. That is interesting. Hasn't come up before. That's good that it has now. So I need to find in site, match, wait for anything. Doesn't if you can find it or not. Won't be that. Good find. I don't know. Frame 20 box. Yes, perfect. That's not going to change. Like literally 3 seconds. Nice, love it, love it. Right, good find. Happy with that. Okay. As you were, soldier, as you were. Carry on. Dun, 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 dun. Put that keyword in. Okay, lovely. Yep, get rid of it off of there. Good. Put nothing in. Insert. Yep. Let's get to the bit that we right, embed. Now embed that lovely content. Well, it's not lovely content because it's just a test, but bam. Okay, hit next. Now this is where we're going to find the truth of the matter. Well, not quite yet. Okay, this is the truth of the matter. Touchscreen mode on and then drag. So does it still work now that they've fixed the drag and drop? It does. Perfect. That's all I need to know. Just had to make sure because I'm going to be recording some over-the-shoulder work. Well, I've done some already, but I'm going to do another over-the-shoulder demonstration from start to finish on how to use Page Empire with Google Sites. So I had to make sure that works. Great. So stop. Happy with that. So yeah, great. Okay guys, I'm going to leave the stream there because I've got a lot of stuff to do off stream. I've got some client work to do, some videos to shoot, and like I just mentioned, I've got the Page Empire stuff to shoot. If you like this stream, wherever you are, hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out Page Empire as well. It's a great product. Make sure you're part of the Discord group to get all the updates. Yeah, and there will be a release of videos on Page Empire, over the shoulder stuff from start to finish, how you can rank for hundreds of